dear Aries. This is a prediction for your love life the next 3 months with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. It was the topic that was the winner in the latest poll. If you have other topics you want me to read for, please let me know. And I hope you like the new August display as well. This reading will be for Aries Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. This will be a reading for the prediction of your love life's development the next 3 months. The reading can be in the reverse. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. And I usually read for the empath side of the story. Also remember that the other person holds your shadow that you mirror out to the world so you can be able to see it. In the end, you need to use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this general reading for you. And I used the Witch's Tarot with Ellen Dugan for the reading part, and I will start shuffling your cards. So when I open your deck here, I see the Magician together with the Hangman. So this is someone that's trying to be smart to get ahead, but is blocked by the universe to get ahead. Okay, interesting. So I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we have the Six of Swords with the Hangman. So I'm basically seeing someone taking a shortcut through life. And this person is not allowed to take this shortcut. So the Divine will probably force this person to think deeper or go deeper into the root of their problems and really try to solve them. And before they do that, this person will not be able to move on. I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And here we have 9 of Cups together with the Hangman. So it's also about self-love, that this person needs self-love. And probably give a lot of gratefulness to the people that's already around and the wonderful things that they already have in their life. Okay, so I call the 6 elements, and here we have 4 of Cups together with the 9 of Cups. Okay, so I'm thinking we are looking at a person that's pretty hurt, and they might have closed off their little heart to other people. They don't want to love again. They don't want to, if they are to have human relationships, they want to have human relationships on their terms, the Magician that we saw. And the Divine wants this person to heal on the depths, so they want them to go to their original trauma and solve it while surrounding themselves with self-love and supporting people. So I don't know if this is talking about you or if it's talking about maybe the person that you are involved with, but we'll see. Often enough we have a mirrored situation, so it might be that we're talking for both here if you have a significant other. So 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aries viewers. I want my dear Aries to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay. So I'll just tune in for a few seconds to you, my dear Aries, and your love life for the next 3 months. So this will be Aries love life in October there. And this will be Aries love life in September there. And this is the August display, and we have death here. We had the Hangman coming through a lot when I shuffled, being the significator, and that's number 12. This is 13. So the Divine seems to want to force maybe Aries to go through some major changes here. Magician, 2 of Pentacles, okay, 8 of Cups. So I'm seeing you have had troubles in your relationships which have made you kind of give up on them and bet on yourself, or and that was correct so far, but you need to continue with your transformation. You're not allowed to just stay there in self-protection and like hell is other people and have everyone on arm's length distant. You need to solve this with the human relationships, is what I feel, but we'll see. Okay, so August, and this is September, and here we have the Star card, which is healing, and it might be two people that's supposed to meet each other, and you can't meet. The divine can't send this person your way, or they can't deepen your relationship with your person or make you understand each other until you have healed and until the other person have healed to a certain degree. 17, the Star card, is connected to 8, Strength card. It's about becoming a grown-up and being able to face one's emotion. Here we have the other attitude where you're trying to protect yourself from love because it hurts. But here you are strong enough, healthy enough to face all the emotions without, dying for real. This is about dying before you die. So it's about facing your fears and give up, sacrifice your survival techniques and just let down your guard, at least in front of yourself, so that you can let whatever trauma or you have been through, like let it come over you like this, because when you do, that's when you can heal. When you resist pain and you resist awful memories and other things, you kind of store them behind a door and just pushing on the door. And when you open the door, it will come like a tsunami wave hitting you. And that's the healing moment, because we are not supposed to live in the past, but we are not supposed to deny our feelings either. Sometimes we won't even remember why we shake in our whole body and cry and have a panic attack. We don't know what set it off. But the body is intelligent. It knows what you need, and it's probably a postponed reaction of some sort where you're trying to be cool and distant and not have to deal with certain people or emotions, and now you will have to deal, and this will be a very healing moment. I can also see that there's love for you, but this love it can't come because you would throw them out again. So you need to go to this healing experience first. Okay, so, and this is October, and then we have a 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, 6 of Wands. Here it seems like you have a good relationship with someone or potential for a good relationship, but then I'm seeing the other person being a little bit of a problem instead. The Fool combination with the Knight of Swords is probably someone that thinks they know something, but they're convinced about the wrong thing and causing a little bit of drama here. But maybe you're able to solve this. Maybe you're able to communicate this, or maybe Aries is taking leadership and sorting this out. So even if you heal yourself, you probably still have relationships with difficult people that haven't healed. And when you have healed, you can be a good example and you can sort these relationships out. And you won't be, what we saw here, overwhelmed and have to let it go if things doesn't go exactly your way. So you'll be more resilient and accept that other people have their own quirkiness and their own issues, and they can't be perfect. Okay, so we'll look into August here a little bit deeper then, and we have the 4 of Swords, so maybe ghosting someone or putting up a fence towards someone or people in general maybe. 4 of Swords can be silent treatment. It's like avoiding a conflict, and here the 2 of Wands, we can see the wall here. So you want something, but you're very selective in what you're letting into your life, which is a good thing. We shouldn't let in whomever. Typically we don't let in the bull into our china shop. Okay, so that's a good thing. But you're looking for your ship to come in, but you're very guarded. And I feel the cat is less guarded than you. It looks like attentive and putting a lot of attention to this and wants this, so it's curious. But you might think that curiosity kills the cat, so you're a little bit suspicious is what I'm feeling there. And here we have the Five of Pentacles, so it's rooted in some probably some experience that you have had in life where other people haven't treated you with dignity. They haven't treated you with respect, and now you have chosen to respect yourself if no one else will. But you haven't healed this part, so it still needs to be healed. You need to get on top of your relationships and, have successful relationships so that you can feel that this is something of the past, and now it's healing because you know now how to deal with people. The fives are how to deal with people. We had the Five of Wands also. It's usually it's not easy always. And we have Justice here. So with the Justice, it's important to be very precise and clear. You need to know what belongs on your side of the street, the things that you are supposed to clean up and sort out, and what's on the other person's side of the street. So again, it's about being very adult. Often the Justice card and the Strength card, it's changing place in many tarot decks because they have such a similar energy of being an adult and taking responsibility. Here is more about being the hero and being the bigger person, and here is about having adult judgment and being able to do something maybe that we weren't able to do before. So you have experienced a certain degree of self-respect, like you have this self-respect now. It's just that maybe you have trouble getting other people to respect you or to love you in a way that doesn't make you feel excluded or humiliated or wrongly treated. And it's in the cards that you're supposed to solve this. So it's probably an ancient karma between you and your soul group, or you and a significant other. And you need to stay sharp here. You can't lower yourself to just ignoring people and ghosting them and walking away from them or keeping them on arm's length distance. You actually need to solve things, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so last card. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So I think this is about realizing that, I think you say alakish alakem, that the other person is another you, even if they are super difficult and, obnoxious and you don't like them at all. So you still need to understand on a deeper spiritual level that we are the same. And I'm not saying go and solve it with the person that you hate the most in your world and that you feel like you can never forgive. I think the divine isn't asking that of you. It's baby steps in the beginning. But it's about maybe not giving up so easily on relationships. It can be love relationships, professional relationships, relationships with neighbors, or I don't know, your kids, or parents, siblings, things like this. So I will see if we can take an advice card here. We'll take from the Wisdom of the House of Night. I haven't seen like another person really just yet. I saw it here with I think it was here. Yes, here is the King of Cups, and then we have the Knight of Swords. So they are in the periphery, but they're not really being forbidden. I think they are not allowed. You are not allowing them in. So you need to listen to this with open ears, because it's not always exactly what's written that's going to be the interpretation. But as your goddess, I'm sending you this warning. You're about to enter into a situation that will not be easy and could cause you or others pain. And I think that's why you're keeping people on an arm's length distance. You have decided you don't want the pain, so you don't want the conflict, you don't want the circus, the drama. Not all doorways are meant to be open. Not all relationships are good for you. Not all love is expressed, and not all desires are realized. Right now, I'm saying no to you. The symbol for forbidden also reminds you that although you may feel pain when someone rejects you, this is one of my ways of protecting you. I may whisper in someone's ear to stay away. It is for the best, even if you don't believe it right now. This is a symbol to move on and choose another path. And this, I think, is your decision already. Like, this is what you have decided already. But there's a twist to this, because you have said that this is forbidden, it's no use, I can't be in relationships, or I can't have this type of relationship, this type of relationship will never work for me. But we can see that you have the block. 11 justice, it's something that you need to understand, that you haven't like really grasped just yet. And then we have the 12 hangman and the 13 death. So you are in this span of the major arcana cycle right now, the 11, 12, 13. So it's something that you need to understand. And I think you have taken the easy way out with just saying, okay, so love isn't for me, it's too complicated. These type of relationship isn't for me. I can have work-related relationships, but I can't have family-related relationships. I can have love, but I can't be friends with people, obviously. So it might be in some department that you have troubles with your relationship. Doesn't have to be in all types of relationships. And you have just decided it's too much work. It's too, probably the divine doesn't want me to have this kind of love relationship or this kind of relationships, because they're always saying no, and it's never like coming to a place where it can be released or sorted out. And that's where your block is, that you probably don't have the tool to sort it out or to fix it. And I don't know exactly what you're supposed to do, but you're supposed to be very grown up, adult, fair, have your own back. But also be fair to the other person, but not with like this smile on your face. It's more like, yes, this is fair. And that's real love. So even if you can't come heart to heart with a person because they have treated you badly, you can still treat the person as an adult and the relationship as an adult. You don't have to just, keep them on an arm's length distance and never talk to them again. There's an opening here, and it's more dramatic to ghost them than to sort it out with them and have some kind of closure. And if you could do this with this, like try with the minor situations first, and then you become more and more skilled with this. You will start to spread a unique love on earth that's kind of inviting you to have the type of relationship that you haven't been able to have in the past. Okay. Yes, that was August. Difficult month for you, Aries. Okay. But it's just, it's like you're running against the wall in a back alley, and the divine wants you to turn 180 degrees and go in the other direction, because here it's a big block, like a brick wall. You can't run into that. You can't run past it. You need to figure this out. It's no easy escape routes. You need to go through what you are running from, basically. Okay. And this is September, and we have the 7 of Swords here, together with the Knight of Wands. Ew. So this is probably the type of relationship that you're running away from. But we can see that your energy is pretty similar. I feel that this is another person, but this is you. So we have air, fire. You are ghosting and keeping on an arm's length distance. This person is lying and being selfish. So both of you are kind of being selfish, saving your ego. It's all right. You are allowed to put boundaries. And both of you are playing mind games. One is ghosting and one is lying or just playing mind games. So it's about the mirroring. So sometimes the things that we see with another person can be the thing we have in ourselves, or it can be the thing we are supposed to develop more in ourselves. So it will be different for different Aries. For some of you, you have finally learned to say no and put up a boundary. For other of you, you need to find other ways to deal with this than just put a lot of walls around yourself. We see wall. Here the wall is gone and you are vulnerable, but then it comes, we have justice there instead. saving you. You don't have to just put the person like out there somewhere. You can actually have them like close to you and still act with this aura of self-respect and justice. So here comes some shady figure here. We'll see where it goes with that person. Tower. Okay, yeah. And they will in some way trigger your Five of Pentacles. They might not even know that they are doing so. You might have put a picture onto them, like you have a projection that says this is this sort of person that I'm keeping myself away from. The lying, conniving, stealing sort. It's not sure that they actually are like this. They can be like this, or it can be a projection from you, since you're mirroring each other pretty perfectly. But they're triggering some old feeling of being left out in the cold, not being included, not being loved, not being worthy of love. So this person, whoever they are, it doesn't really matter like the shitty things that they do or how they triggering you. The important thing is that they are triggering you. So let people trigger you so that you can find where you are hurt. Okay, so that you can find where you still have pain to release. So if you think that of lately people have acted chaotically, it's probably because they are doing you some favor to trigger you. So you will realize the drama that you usually are being surrounded with, and how you have solved them in the past, and if there's a better way to solve them now that's fair for everyone and more grown up. Okay. So a person coming in, doing some stupid shit and triggering you. So the triggering in itself is what's important, not the person or what they are doing. They might change totally when you don't have this wound anymore. When you are not wounded like this, they don't have to put on this show. So they can turn out to be the nicest person in the world. But for right now, they are just a tool. They just come here because your soul wanted it. So they come here to trigger you, to give you an uncomfortable experience so that you will feel where you have your pain still. And here we have the Empress, which is very good, coming underneath the Justice card, and the Lovers. So here we see some miraculous healing. I want to understand what this is. From the first glimpse, I'm feeling self-love, but this is two people, so it can't just be self-love. But I will tell what I see from this first perspective, and this is that you have learned self-love. So you're not, you get triggered, but you realize it's a triggering, so you can have your own back and surround yourself with love and support, and even probably love and support the other person at this point. You might not, like if they are doing something stupid, you might say, this is stupid, and this is how I'm going to react to this, and this is going to be the consequences. But you're going overboard with it. You're not becoming overly aggressive. You're not becoming, like making an aggressive action towards them in similar measurement what they have done towards you. You're acting with grace. You're not like worsening the conflict, and in that particular moment you're actually letting them own this drama. It's them causing the drama. You are not being dramatic here. You're just being pretty rock solid, like grounded and loving and generous. So you're really acting like some sort of like a judge, or someone working for human rights, or someone working with law and justice in a way that's very empathic but still grounded and fair. So we can say you're almost like a school teacher taking care of kindergarten children and sorting out their little conflicts. So you don't become triggered yourself and stand together with the children and shout and scream. You're saying, okay, so I will listen to what you have to say. I will listen to what I have to say, because the drama is between your school children inside of you, and then you make a verdict, and it's a verdict that's it's clear, it's free from drama, it's free from it's so like this victim mentality. Why did they do this to me? It's not even there. You are acting with a sort of grace that says, this person is like this, they did this. It's not something I can question. I would have wanted them to act differently, but they didn't. And this is how I solved this. So it's very gracious. So it doesn't mean lay flat on the back and let them run all over you. It's rather acting like the adult in the situation and letting them own their drama, their conflict, not even stepping into it particularly much. But it seems like a very loving situation. So I will interpret it like this as well. So if that's the case, it might be a lying, stealing, conniving person coming in, and they fall deeply in love with you, and it's some romance is happening here. So we'll see if there's a big red flag there for you. So give your relationship a chance, okay? I understand what you mean now with forbidden. I feel that energy too. This should really be forbidden. It shouldn't. It's something I would want to avoid as well. I feel it. So give your relationship a chance. I will actually read this for a change. I usually don't read these cards. But since we want clarity. The romance angels see that your relationship is worth devoting effort to. Although there may be issues that can be worked through and healed, you'll need to commit to the relationship to ensure the best chance of success. At the very least, if you do end it, you'll know that you gave it your all. You'll also understand the role that you played in this dynamic. In this way, you'll avoid attracting similar painful situations in the future. You receive this card because there's hope for your partnership. The love is still there. Working with a counselor may be your best option at this point. This professional can identify areas of dysfunction and guide you both into healthier directions. So I'm actually backing up this advice. But it won't be easy for you. The person will trigger you. They will trigger maybe abandonment issues with you. And you will still act with grace. And you will still act as I think you have healed to a certain degree. Where if you open your arms a little bit, you will see that you will not be so triggered by these situations anymore. I think you will be even surprised with how gracefully you deal with these situations. I think you have gotten a certain skill without really knowing it, because you just put up a boundary. But then when you invite people in, or maybe a particular person, you will see that you have new ways of dealing with things, new tools that you didn't have before. So you might be amazed. So the healing might already have happened with you. It's just that you don't know it because you have been on the edge a little bit and not letting people in. So you don't realize your new one power when it comes to dealing with complicated relationships. Okay, so moving on. That was September. It looks nice, but dramatic from this person's point of view. But you are making it nice. And I think the divine is helping as well to make it nice. Okay, it won't be all nice. You will feel triggered, but not in the way you did before. Okay, so going into October, we have the 10 of Wands. So I don't know if this person will feel overwhelmed, try to run away, or what's going on. 10 of Wands, the World card. Okay, they will feel very triggered. They might have the want and need to run away, or they might be overwhelmed and not be able to tell you, since this person is dealing with their situation with trying to control the situation, trying to be charming enough to get what they want, or trying to duck and avoid your judging eyes here, and no, it wasn't me, I didn't do that. So the person is keeping a lot of secrets, both for themselves and you. So I don't think this person is healed yet. But we have the World card here. So it shows like a union between you, even if this person is, doing stupid things. So it can be, for example, that the person becomes angry with you, blow up their fuse. They refuse to tell you what's wrong, and they're stomping into their house, closing the door. And you give them a moment, and then you go after them, open the door. They probably thought that you would drive off in your car, but instead you just went into the house. You start to cook some tea and, put on the telly and say the sandwiches for you if you want. And So it's something like that that's happening here. And the World cards 21 is connected to the Empress number 3 here. So, and then we have the 2 of Cups. So I think you are not triggered by abandonment anymore. So when this person abandoned you, they know your weaknesses, maybe some before, or they can sniff it on you. I don't know. If this is a new suitor, we have Ace of Cups, might indicate new love. But since you're mirroring each other perfectly, I know it's not exactly new. It's someone from your soul group. You might have had a relationship with them before in this life or in another life. And here they are playing your abandonment issues or your issues of not feeling worthy or not good enough or skilled enough or beautiful enough. But you are not taking the bait, you know, you just serve sandwiches. Okay. And it's not, you're not feeling like humiliated or anything. You just think, oh, drama, dramatic, interesting. Ace of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles. So I think you have found the key to help unlock this other person's closed heart. It's not, you know, done just yet, but with this new approach from you where you know, they... I'm seeing a scene from Grey's Anatomy, actually. If you know that TV series, most people probably do. And it's the scene where the, I don't know his name right now, but the one with the wavy hair living in a trailer is taking his bat and shooting away the wedding ring like into the grass out over the edge of the mountain, whatever. He just shoots it away. And in that moment, the girl that's supposed to have the ring is walking away, actually to her car and driving away. But she says something sweet. She says, okay, you're not going to be, I'm not going away that easily, or I'm still in this. You're not scaring me that easily. Something like that, in the spirit of that. And that's nice, but this is like a step further where you actually go into the trailer and you say something like something that's calming. For example, okay, I'm seeing you're angry right now. We can search for the ring in the morning, like something like that. So it's like you have found the key to this person's grumpiness. Before they were like the enemy both to you and themselves, and destroying relationships to left and right, and like refusing to open up or be like agreeable. And here you have found the key to unlock this person and to like unlock the conflict. You don't have to have the conflict anymore. The person will still have a conflict inside of them. I think we saw it here, like there. But you will act with leadership and love, and it will all just go away. It will just, blow away with the wind. It's dissolve as mist in the morning. So it's very, very beautiful, actually. Okay. So I will also take Oracle from the Enchanted map here. Movement. I actually had one of those flying by my house the other day here. Freaked out one of my horse. It didn't freak her out. She ran after it and said, whoo, whoo. So I think she was really curious about it. Horses are emotions, or they hold a lot of emotions, usually very passionate emotions. So we see. You're in a time of positive forward motion. This is the time for positive momentum as you come out of a period of restriction where you just say no to all the bullshit. You didn't want to invest yourself, but now you're like the healer of the bullshit. And you're in a stage of a new adventure and discovery. You may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, or move your home or business. Regardless, you can't remain where you are anymore. You are allowed to stay in your home, though. We have home here. You feel compelled to go forward. No matter what your inquiry, you will see your dreams take form and doors previously shut begin to open as if by magic. And the magic is actually with you. You're not hurt anymore in this place. Movement is also a state of mind. The fog lifts. You know, the fog I was talking about. And you know now the actions you need to take. This isn't a time for fear. Let it go and move forward. So I'm not seeing much fear on your end. I saw it here because you were so sick and tired of the BS, but now it's like something just shifted inside of you with justice here, and you don't run into the brick wall anymore, and you're just not triggered by this situation. It's just you become an expert of dealing with crazy people. So I will take a little bit for the other person's energy here as well. We are a bad match. This might be things that they are using against you to make you feel like this. It's we can see here that there's a lot of it's out of worldly love here in this situation, the star card, but the person is lying and acting like a player, maybe saying, we are a good match in the bedroom, but we are a bad match in any other case. We should always trust them to a certain degree when they are saying stupid shit like that. And you seem in a bad mood, and I'm not your plaything, so you can call me when you can be more honest with me. So, love you, bye-bye. So like that, okay. And I tried, I'm sorry, I think this person is really like down on their luck in a way. They feel very desperate. And in some ways they need you, but I'm liking this person less and less now. And the grass was always greener elsewhere. So I understand your feel like this is forbidden, but I think this might be things that the person has done in the past, and they will try similar things now. I'm not saying stay with the player, because this very much look like a person that wants to play you. They want to make you feel like the Five of Pentacles. But I understand also that they don't mean it. It's just a facade, it's just a charade, it's just a face. And I always want you to let them have the consequences for the face that they are showing. But the divine is so convinced that you find a key here how to deal with this person in a way that they will stop with this bullshit, or you won't hear their bullshit anymore, because it's not significant. It's just how they try to pull your strings, and you can see this cards. This probably makes you feel a little bit triggered. We are a bad match. I tried. I'm sorry. The grass was always greener elsewhere. This is not the things we want to hear from the person we love. That would be very little, like, not supportive at all. But it's the same with the scenario where the person, like, take the bat and shoot the ring out in the field. It probably felt like similar. I'm giving up on you. I don't want to marry you. You are the most awful person in the world. Do you think I love you? Ha! I don't. But I think it's sorted out later in that TV series. And I'm seeing a similar scenario for you. So even if the person is, they are coming with real bullshit here, it's not what's really going on. And you're very non-dramatic approach to this will make you find the key to both unlock your own, or not unlock, it's more that you're following your own highest self here. It's like your moral codes and values, and it's just chill, it's chill. This person isn't chill, but your moral codes and values and the way that you hold yourself up, and the self-respect that you have, and how little you are triggered, it's what's like opening up this person. It might take a card of, because they're really closed here, but I definitely feel like it's a key, like the key to open them up. So see if how soon this will happen. We have risk. So I'm seeing this image again, like the ring going over the edge here. So it's a fine balance act between, I don't give a crap, and opening one's heart, and risking being vulnerable. My child, you have come to a place. So this is about the other person, and we can see they had the Fool card as well. So that's also someone that's close to the edge. My child, you have come to a place where you are being asked to take a risk and try something new and different. Rather than worry about how things will turn out, why not take the leap of faith? No matter what happens, something important will be experienced. This is a sign that you can prove something to yourself, and you accomplish it, you will be proud that you did. Another meaning here is to ask yourself about your next action. Is it worth the risk you're taking? If the answer is no, don't do it. If yes, I will give you the wings to fly and will catch you if you So I'm actually thinking that this is rather you and this is the other person. And that they are so closed into their behavior and they don't want to take a risk. But you are totally open and free and ready to take a risk because you kind of fly above them, or you're not involved in their little petty drama here. You don't feel the energy of it. It doesn't matter what awful things they say. But still, you know, there's different degrees in hell. So if a person is... you don't have to succeed with this, is what I'm saying. If the person is like stupid and like they're an a big A, you are allowed to put boundaries and never talk to them again. I just needed to put that out there so you don't think that, no, I need to solve it with this person. So it might be certain people that you will never talk to again, certain people that you will have a wonderful relationship, and certain people where you will have these conflicts, but they will be solved because you don't get triggered. Okay, so I'll show you this from an above perspective. And I would urge you to watch the love reading for July or August, or the reading the True Thoughts and Feelings for your sign in the True Thoughts and Feelings playlist. That will probably reveal more. You can also watch What Do They Want to Happen from last month. And if you want to watch the channel's readings in advance and free from ads, you can become an extended member to the channel. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week, and personal readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check out the different levels through the join button, or follow the link in the description box to learn more. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take really good care. Bye bye.